Hi guys, today is Die Hard Learning again. So I'm out for my usual evening walk, but we took this road the other day with my little boy who is 5, he's the eldest of 3. And the interesting thing about being a parent is you get to teach a lot of lessons, but you also get to learn a lot of lessons from your little people. So we were out in France at the moment. There are lots of blackberries lying on the road. I'm in the middle of the countryside where my wife's family are from. And we were out picking blackberries, just killing some time the other day. And the road itself is a main road, and it actually just runs along here where you can kind of see that car passing. And we're in a slightly more foresty bit. So you can probably see slightly parallel just over here. There's another beaten track or off-beaten track at this point, where this one is slightly more beaten, I guess is the word I want to use here. Not to beat the metaphor a little too hard there. But one of the lessons that we learned was, I was teaching him about blackberry picking, and it came to me afterwards that actually we were talking also about taking the hard path versus taking the easy path. So I just wanted to show you very briefly. This is me walking back the easy path. The entrance to it is behind me and around the corner just down here. As you can see, it's actually quite a heavy wood all around here. So what happened was we took our way up the off-beaten track on the other side, and the idea was we were going to get to the blackberry bushes just in here, to the brambles. So we were going to get in here, get some nice juicy blackberries, have a look and explore in here. And as we were going through on the road that is more difficult, not the easy road, the hard road as it were, as you can see there's a lot of brush, a lot of brambles, a lot of thorns and pine or spines and things like that sticking out. But we walked our way through. And one of the things I realized was, as my eldest little boy, as I said, he's 5, decided to start saying was, I'm not too sure I feel safe. I'm not sure this is the right idea. I don't think we're taking the right steps. So the lesson we learned was we actually stopped for a few moments every time. And I asked, well, how do you feel now? Look around, see what's around you, and let's see if we can judge the situation a little bit better. If you feel unsafe, as the word you're using is safe, let's take a step back and let's go back the way we came. What do you feel? What do you think? So we had this discussion of going through, and again we managed to get right the way through to here, and we walked our way back down the simple path here. But every time he was saying, I'm not sure I feel too safe, and he would say that every so often, we'd stop and we'd take a breath. And I think the road like that we often try and avoid, the hard road, the difficult road, is because we envision everything in front of us, as opposed to taking it piece by piece, stopping to reflect, stopping to think about what we've done so far, stopping to wonder, is this the right road? Am I taking the right steps? Is the danger too great here? Are the risks too great? And I think we can all relate that to our real lives, because ultimately on a learning journey, that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking ourselves out of our comfort zone. We're stepping into areas where we don't really know what we're looking for, or we have an idea of the gaps that we need to fill, but we're not sure exactly how to do it, or, well, whether or not we're capable of doing it, which is where the fear sets in. And when the fear sets in, that's usually where we stop taking the action, or stop trying to do the learning thing and improving. So we walked our way through here. We found our lovely blackberries, and as you can see right in front of me where the sun is shining, almost serendipitously to light my way and light the way of this story in this little meandering tale, we got to our blackberry bushes, which were right around here. So as you can see, it's been pretty dry in France, but we've got the start of some really nice blackberries up close, and we've got a lot of other stuff going on. So we went and we basically picked our blackberries, but the excitement on his face of having reached those blackberries, they may not have been better than the ones that we picked in the field or on the side of the road, but they were better because he took the hard road to get to them. And when we got to the end of this path, he realized very quickly, and I won't take you all the way down this path because, meandering down a path is one thing, but meandering listening to me is another. But ultimately, when we got out to the end, it took us right back on the road, probably not even 100 meters away. Sorry, I don't translate into US. We use meters here on this side of the planet. So anything in my terms, it will have to be meters, unfortunately. But ultimately, about 100 meters down the road. And he was extremely excited to realize that had he gone the easy way, he would have missed out on all the fun and all the things he learned about himself and about learning to trust his dad too. That I wouldn't make him do anything he didn't want to do. I'd give him the option to take the chances of doing it as well. So there's a whole heap of stuff in there, guys. Again, another Periscope down. This is one I'm trying to keep going for myself. I see people dropping in and out. I see I've picked up some viewership over the last few days on the replays and things. So thank you very much for paying attention to those. If you are enjoying it, please do feel free to engage, and please do feel free to leave comments on potential things that we could address or anything else. Flip back around to me, facing the sunshine. Thanks very much, guys. Talk to you all soon.